Jewish leaders from all over Europe have gathered here in Brussels to respond to the Polish government's ban on ritual slaughter, which will affect kosher food. The European Jewish Congress, the Conference of European Rabbis, and senior representatives of the Polish Jewish community met to decide how to respond to the failure of the Polish government to push through legislation which would have protected the rights of faith communities to carry out religious slaughter. Why have you brought this issue to Brussels?
Well, first of all, we thought, I spoke to my colleagues, because the first idea was actually to come to Poland and to set up the conference and to try to meet with the government. We've decided actually that maybe as a start, at the end of the day, we're all union members. So perhaps Brussels will be the better place where we can sit and talk and decide about strategy and what to do next.
What do you hope to achieve by today?
We hope to achieve that the Polish authorities understand that it was a wrong decision to stop the Jewish people in Poland having the possibility to perform shechita, perform a kosher Jewish way of slaughtering and so consuming kosher meat. And we're here in Brussels to underline the importance of this also for the wider European Union and the wider European Jewish community, because Poland is just one member state of the European Union, but the decision is based on an EU regulation, on an EU directive. And for this, it's very important to underline the importance of Poland being an EU member state and making it difficult for a Jewish minority to act in Poland, to act and observe their religious freedom. Religious freedom is not just a word, it's not just a phrase, it's not just freedom of thought, because that's not a freedom of thought, but religious freedom is also the freedom to observe and to perform.
In a Jewish home, when blessings are said, when grace is said, it has to be a kosher table. If it's not a kosher table, people are not going to say the blessings. So it is an integral part of the Jewish identity on one hand. On the other hand, those who have fought it, Switzerland, 1895, when they passed a law against shechita, it was in order to stop Russian Jews from coming to Switzerland. 1933, one of the first laws against Jews enacted in Nazi Germany was to forbid shechita. It was in order to get rid of the Jews. So it has a very historic and anti-Jewish aspect to it. And all the different arguments are to some extent masquerading this issue.
Do you actually see this then as a wider attack on Judaism?
Yes, it is a wider attack, not only on Judaism, but on religious freedom in Europe, on religious diversity, and especially against religious minorities.
The ban on ritual slaughter is seen not just as a threat to kosher food, but as an actual threat to religious freedoms for the entire Jewish community in Poland. This is Colin Stevens for JN1 in Brussels.